Good afternoon, and welcome to a review of Birdie Wing Golf Girl Story. We are back now with episode 10, and I said before yesterday when I did my review of Tomodachi game that I changed my YouTube name because, don't get me wrong, the anime Uzumaki 1118 was good, but then I'm like, I wanted to change everything about the name, and I want to change the icon, the banner. I want to change it all. So I took steps and I changed it to Uzumaki Reviewer because I love Naruto. I am a Naruto fan for life. If you ask me what's my fan base of all time, my biggest fans, Naruto first, One Piece second. And that's why I got every volume of Naruto, including the Naruto Hinata figures. Naruhina #1 shipment of all time. Now, and I changed my banner to like straight up Naruto. And the icon thing, you see me with the Attack on Titan mural that they had in Brooklyn. Okay, now, let's get right to Birdie Wing for a bit. You know, I am so pissed off of how Birdie Wing Golf Girl Story is not even on the top 10 shows of the spring. Every time I see the top 10 shows of the week, Birdie Wing ain't even up there. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with the people can't even handle a golf anime? Guys, this is not your simple golf anime. No, there are stakes on the line. There's actually murder on the line, and there's gambling involved in the world of golf. And the rivalry that Eve and Aoi has in the Birdie Wing episodes is so freaking good. And I get it. It's golf. I get it. Golf is boring. I understand. I'm not taking that away. But come on. They take something so boring and they made it so fucking good. Okay, now, and another thing is, even Aoi is not even Eve, and Aoi is not even on the top 10 when it comes to best girls of the week. Sure, Yuichi from Tomodachi game, he's #1, he deserved that for that week. But come on, what about Eve and Aoi? Eve put up so much battles against Vapore, against other golf players, against Rose, and she still is not even a top 10. Aoi is a top player. And she's not even on a top 10 list. So I'm like, what is it going to take for Eve and Aoi to be in the top 10 of the girls this week? What do they got to take? Like, I don't get it. But anyway, episode 10 of Birdie Wing just got real good now. Now that you know, we're in the school arc where Eve wants to face Aoi, and we all want to see that. But the way, I think with 2 episodes left down the road, I don't know if we're going to get that match that we wanted to see. I don't know if we're going to get that match. But we'll see how that goes in 11 and 12. But let's get right to it with the review of Birdie Wing Golf Girl Story, episode 10. Okay, let's get right to it. Ichina, she wants to be the world's best caddy ever. So Eve is staying with her. Eve is staying with her as a roommate. And Eve, you know, practically doing things like she just living she's trying to live the normal school life, but she getting all the attention because she's a blonde hair. She's a blondie. You know, like every girl in this school has the simple, most common hair colors. You know, the black hair, the brown hair, you know. But what about the blonde hairs? And that's what triggers it. So, you know, her first day, wakes up naked, you know, and then she, you know, once she got it, and Eve looks good in uniform. But she has that tomboyish attitude that we all like. She's one of the most popular girls right now. Like, she's one of the most popular girls. She's getting a lot of attention to a point where she got her and it's like, hey, what do you look? She's like one of those punk kids out there. She's like, hey, what are you doing? Stop staring at me, all that stuff. She got that attitude. And of course, she doesn't even care if she showed off her body, especially with her panties showing. I'm like, this girl is funny. She's a wild girl. She just joined the school to meet Aoi. That's it. And then when she entered the school, there's Aoi right there. And you know, and to be honest, I actually thought they were gonna have a practice match, but Aoi has a practice match, so that's not the question. We're not gonna have her match. Then we had a little flashback of Aoi's caddy. One with the glasses. She wants to know why Aoi is so obsessed with Eve. And we got a little flashback to like, Aoi played golf when she was 3 years old. And now at age 15, she never lost a match. what drives her from this point on is her rival. Like, she never had a rival. Like, from age 3 to 15, Aoi has been unstoppable. But there was never a character in Aoi's eyes that says, oh, she's my rival. I want to battle her every single day. And there are some Yuri headlines there, like little hints of Yuri-ness going involved. Especially that scene where Aoi's like, I want to play golf with her for the rest of my life. That's some Yuri. If you break down Aoi's dialogue in that one, she really loves Eve. Not as a player, but there's a couple. So Yuri-ness confirmed that. But okay, now let's go on with Eve for a bit. This whole thing was about Eve, by the way. So Eve, she gets to school, want to challenge Aoi, but that ain't gonna work. And the coach is a badass. I actually want to see Eve and the coach go at it. Cause to me, here's what I think. I don't want to say Eve can beat the coach. I just that we haven't seen the coach play. Like, I want to see how the coach plays. And if I look out the coach plays, I would have been like, you know what? I might go with the coach. Like, I'm always Eve. Don't get me wrong. I love Eve. I stick with Eve. But I actually want to see how the coach plays. And if that coach beat Eve, I'll be like, damn. He's been, like, I really want to see the coach plays. And so now, Eve, not a first day thing going on, arguing with the coach and whatnot. But what that segment when she ran into, she saw these two girls and she pulled off that charm, that Karu charm from Bang Dream. Hello Happy World, one with the purple hair, Karu. She put off the charm. She said, hi, I'm Eve. Can you show me around this place? I would love to see this place. She pulled off the charm. Her charm attracted two girls, and they having a time of their life. And Eve's having that normal high school life, hanging out with friends at least, going shopping for clothes. And let's not front, Eve looks good in the maid outfit. Well, let's not front. Eve looks good in the maid outfit. But the only reason Ichina is following Eve is because she wants to show Eve that she wants to be the best pro caddy she can be. Now, I understand Eve don't want help. I get that. For a rebellious girl, I get that. She doesn't want no help. But at least she accepted her into the end. Unlike some My Hero character who's complete dick and doesn't care about help once in a while. That motherfucker. But that's a different story in a nutshell. But my point is, Eve has been alone. You remember, by me by alone, I'm not talking about like with Lily and her family and her family. I'm talking about playing golf alone with no caddy. She's been playing golf her own self and not having someone to tell her where to play, like how, like all the maneuvers on the field. So I understand Eve's way of like, I don't need a caddy. I get that. So while Haruka explains her reason to be a caddy, here come Kuyo. Kuyo is a second year. She's a regular and she plays golf and she's good at putting the ball, like putt. Now, whoever played miniature golf, you guys know I play mini golf. I played it before, like 5 years ago, and it was good. I mean, I missed a few shots, but looking at this, it makes me want to go back. Look at what they did is they make me want to go back into like any amusement park and play some miniature golf, because that's what they did. So Kyo challenged Eve to a match, and this miniature golf course stage, these miniature golf, and she used a putting. Now you're talking about people with using abilities. Yo, I love their abilities. Eve is up against Kuyo, and Kuyo, her ability is that she can see the lines. Like before she swings, she's look at the field and she sees the lines. She'll see which line to get that hole in one. And just like that, one swing, boom, hit it right there. And then you're looking at Eve with her green bullets. All she did was green bullets. She hit the ball so good that even her rebellious shots were freaking awesome. Like there were moments that she missed on purpose to hit it in a hole in one. There were moments that all these rebellious moves, and she still landed a hole in one. That's how freaking badass she is. Yo, that was good. And then when it got to that part, when it got to another match, another course, Kyo was all like she got nervous because there's so many lines that she's scaring everything with all these lines to figure out which direction to go. And then here come her partner, Karuto. She's a third year, and she's ranked 6. She is ranked 6 in this tournament, and she's ranked 6. She's ranked 6. I always won, and then you got ranked 6 here. And for a captain like her, she's a badass. She's like, you can't win. You're not going to beat her. Let me take your place. And in that silent moment of talking this, Kyo's like, fine. You got it. Take it. Yo, but her ability is stronger than Kuyo. See, Kuyo can see the lines. She can see which line is to hit the ball. But Kuriko's ability, the partner, she's busted. She silenced all traces. She silenced everything. Like, I'm talking about, she removes all her senses. It's like time stop. She removed all her senses, and then in that moment, she follows like a petal, like a blossom, like flowers trailing. Hit it, and then that hit, boom! It hit one spot there, like a little dark spot, and then a hole in one. Now Eve didn't know about this trick. Eve doesn't know. Eve was gonna be like, again, Eve is Eve. Eve was gonna hit a rebellious shot, hit the ball like she normally do, those kind of things. But leave it to Ichina to help her with the thing, like, no, you can't do it. It's a trap. She's trying to help Eve. She's trying to show Eve, like, okay, you're gonna lose. You're gonna have to trust me on this. I know how each player plays. I know their play style. It's a trap. But then, Eve, with like concern for her, she's like, you know what? I'll look into it. Okay, what you got? So she finally listens to Ichina, and it helped her. It helped her understand. Ichina helped Eve to understand how important it is to have a partner, especially with a caddy. So that right there is Eve listening to Ichina, and for the first time, and having Eve makes the shot. Even the partner was like, oh, she needs a trap. She bluffed my trap. So yeah, it's really good. It's really good. But it was all a plan. Like, it was all a plan for the coach to have her go against Eve to see just how good Eve is. That's the thing. So, a really delightful episode with 2 matches, and having Ichina, having to be her caddy, Eve caddy now from now on. It's safe to say that we're going to see more of Eve playing in this episode. Eve playing more and more as this episode progresses. And with a couple of episodes away, we can't see it. I hope we see it. Now, there's a tournament coming on. It's the double tournaments, like in teams. I think what they're going to do is put Eve and Aoi as a team. I know that we all want to see Eve versus Aoi, the dream match that is there. But, I see their plan, and having Eve and Aoi working together, that could make headwaves. 2 of the most brolic golf players in the history of Birdie Wing. And to see those 2 go at it, I can't wait to see how that goes. I can't wait to see it. So, now that Eve is a member of the golf club, let's see where she goes in this direction towards Aoi and the match that we all wanted to see. So anyway, this episode was really good. It was really delightful to see, like, a lot of improvement, by the way, between Eve now understanding the importance of teamwork, and now she have her Ichina as her caddy. But I will say this: the 2 characters, the 2 team right there, Kuyo and Karuto. Can I say one thing? This may shock you. This may be funny, but those 2 look like Eve? Those 2 look like the 2 girls from Citrus. Did they look like the girl from Citrus? Yuzu and Mei from Citrus, one of the best Yuri animes of all time. If you look at Citrus, and if you look at Yuzu and Mei, if you look at the 2, tell me they ain't look like them. Except they're more brighter than them, but look at them closely. So anyway, this episode was really good. It was delightful to watch. Seeing Eve going to school, being a badass tomboyish girl that she is, just going to school to see Aoi, it was really thoughtful of her, putting everything, being rebellious, to go all out and say, Aoi, I want to face you. And with new characters along the way, like those 2 golf players, and Ichina being her caddy, we're getting a lot of improvements later on. So I look forward for next week's episode of Birdie Wing Golf Grove Story, episode 11. And again, we're a couple of episodes away, and it's gonna be sad that we're gonna see this show go. But I will say this: please make this a recommended show for everyone to watch. Please, please, and please give this show being in top 10 for once. For once, let it happen. But we'll see. So stay tuned for next week's episode of Birdie Wing Golf Grove Story.